Welcome back, travellers, to another day here in Mondstadt, where before we undertake our journey to Inazuma, I thought we'd take time to check in with our friends here in Mondstadt, starting with our favourite lady herself, Catherine. I wonder how she's been doing recently, since we've been spending the last, well, goodness knows how long with Leeware Catherine. We don't want this Catherine to know we've forgotten about her or anything. No, oh, she's even got a quest for us. How exciting. Well, let's see what it's all about. And hello to you, Catherine.
Traveler, please, over here.
Ahoy there.
It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild.
Yes.
Are your adventures going smoothly?
Well, more companions would be nice.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring.
Very true.
Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
You can say that again.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Oh, you are just irreplaceable.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you.
Oh, a new companion?
Let me consult our records.
Uh-huh.
Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Unusual, you say?
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before.
Yeah, it's not me, is it?
Wait, do you mean...
Could it be?
Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Oh, you mean my sister?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different.
Oh,
This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
an eye patch. So, just some distant relative of Kaya's then.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
I thought eye patches were in someone's DNA.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya.
Huh.
Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead.
I see.
After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
But if he's already rejected the guild, he could be a tough customer.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that.
Oh.
You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Well, yeah, alright then. So, about that stranger.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence, eh?
He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger.
Well, if he's any good at his job, he should do.
I wish you every success, adventurer.
Oh, thank you. Don't you just love Catherine? She's always so happy and helpful and positive. Right, are you this guy Lawrence? What have you got to say?
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
Well, I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb.
Yeah, that's the one.
He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while.
For a while.
I lost him pretty quickly.
Oh.
Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air.
Might have not been a bad idea to do that, though.
As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
Oh, I wouldn't let your guard down too soon.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
Yeah.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no?
Sounds like you're just shirking your duties.
Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
From what I remember, this Wagner guy isn't very talkative. But, well, you have no other leads to go on.
What? You need something?
Yeah, we're looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
Here. I remember him.
Oh.
He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials.
Oh, so he's a weaponsmith, is he?
Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though.
Oh.
He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share.
Oh, he's a drunkard.
If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then.
Oh, maybe they know each other.
Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Okie dokie.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
Alright, sounds like we're narrowing down the places where the stranger could be. So let's see. I mean, it is evening time, so maybe he is having a drink in the tavern. Let's find out. Oh, I wonder if Charles has heard anything about him.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Another day, another lack of alcoholic options, which isn't a bad thing.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night.
Oh, really?
Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them.
Oh.
I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
Yeah, maybe he is a friend of Master Diluc.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too.
Excellent.
There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Oh, we'll do just that. Alright, let's see if he turns up.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
Ooh, so that's him, is it?
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Let's just ambush him. It's a really good idea. Okay. Let's see where did he go? Oh, that's him. Dressed in black. Very subtle. Eye patch. Blonde hair.
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
Why?
How inconspicuous. Hello to you.
Can't give up.
Hi, I'm an adventurer of the Adventurers Guild. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
Oh, so, I'm a traveler?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
Oh, well, if you must know, I'm looking for my lost relative. Oh, he's looking at us. That got his attention.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
Oh, wow, thank you.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Shh, not so loud, Paimon. She's always like this, with everyone we meet.
That little one beside you.
Oh yeah, she's my best chum.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
I wouldn't go that far, but...
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, Mr. Dainsleif, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us.
Sure.
Oh. Uh-huh.
He was so cool just a moment before. Hyman's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Oh, well, how much exactly?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions.
Oh, Is that all?
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
Okay, so that's it?
That's it.
Huh.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Well, here's the 500 more.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, you're
Now,
welcome.
as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
What if I answer them wrong?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude.
Okay.
I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Well, alright then.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
How does he know all this? And how do you know that Venti is...
I know everything that I should.
I'm sure you do.
Well, answer the question.
Okay, so who resolved the crisis? Well... Oh, that's a good question. Well, it was probably Venti, as he was the one who got us chasing the harp, and he did the most to resolve the matter, really. So yeah, I would say it was Venti.
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown.
Okay, no, that's just only happened, so how can he know that?
Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Well, the Liyue Qixing seemed very adamant that it would be them.
So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question.
Okay, I'm a little bit scared as to what he might ask now.
This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Visions, without visions. Perhaps none of them do.
So, this is your answer then? I understand.
Well, I'm glad you do.
It seems that you're different from her.
Wait, what do you mean, her?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me.
Okay.
That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order.
Oh, those guys, huh?
Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss what now?
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Oh, well, come to think of it, since the Storm Terror incident ended, we haven't...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too!
Yeah, not the Abyss Order.
We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid.
Oh, and I suppose you know what that reason is.
It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Really?
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
Well, they won't defeat me.
Uh-huh! We're super duper strong!
You say that, Paimon, but I have yet to see you lift a finger to help me in any situation we've been in so far.
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon.
Temple of the Falcon?
Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Oh, we'll find out. Oh, this Dainsleif guy is very I don't know how to describe it. Secretive? I get the impression he knows a lot more than he's telling us, or even willing to tell us. I think we'd have to keep our guard up around him until I can try and figure him out a bit better, but for now we'll just play along and see what we can divulge from whatever he tells us. His garb is very unusual, not something we've seen before in our journey so far. Anyway, hello.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss, the falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Didn't sound like nothing. This guy.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
I wonder what the Abyss Order smells like. I wonder what's drawn the Abyss back to this Temple of the Falcon. Have they still got their sights on Dvalin? I wonder why.
Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this!
Whee! Right. Let's see what awaits us. So, Abyss Mages. Let's see what these guys are planning.
This moment will be frozen in time. Free!
Let's spark things up a little.
Dodge this! Wind blade!
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
But why were they here? And could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Okay, I'm sensing this guy has a bit of history with the Abyss Order.
That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history.
Just as I expected.
I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom.
Why Wolvendom?
Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf.
Oh, I wonder how we can detect these traces.
Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Maybe. I mean, I am curious to know what this Abyss Herald looks like. At the same time, I kind of don't want to have a run with it. Just in case it's a bit strong. Although, I guess all these wolf hooks lying around are a big bit of a hint as to their traces pointing to Wolvendom. So let's see what we can find. Okay, here we are in...
We're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead?
Cutting me
We
off.
should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
As I was saying, Paimon, cutting me off is very, very rude. Tut tut. Anyway, oh, there's our man Dainsleif with a very peculiar bonfire there. I wonder what he can tell us about this.
Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
Ah, so you're familiar with the wolf as well?
No, nor does it know me.
Oh,
I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story.
and who was this previous travelling companion of yours?
Alright, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
And how do we do that?
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
Oh, interesting.
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Okay. I'm not sure it's very wise to go digging where the Abyss Orders is, but what could possibly go wrong, I guess? I love how he's making us do all the legwork and he's just standing over there roasting some marshmallows, but whatever, it's not the first time we've been running around like a headless chicken. Oh.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
Okay. Cooey.
With the wind! Wind blade! Freeze! What's that? Dodge this!
Ooh, that's that! Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Yeah. But what? I wonder what that spell says. Interesting. Okay. On to the next area. Aha, another one.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells.
Yeah.
Looks like the Abyss really has been around here.
Yeah, but it's quiet. Almost too quiet.
Yikes! Where did these monsters
Aha.
pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Ambush. I love how that hilly shell just used his torch to break this major shield. I guess he's one of us in disguise.
Cool it!
They're not so tough.
Dodge this!
Alright, back we go to Dainsleif. I mean, if the Abyss Order are planning something, their forces are a bit on the small side and kind of scattered about, so maybe they're just doing some scouting before committing to something else? I don't know. Either way, we aren't finding this Abyss Herald.
Cool it!
Have you finished searching?
Yeah, we found lots of signs of the Abyss Order.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself,
Did you?
but they were left behind by Abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them.
Same as what we found.
It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it.
We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, It's his territorial nature.
Oh, don't I know that.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go.
Oh.
Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Oh, maybe the Abyss Order are planning something with Dvalin again. Only one way to find out. And here we are again. It's been a while since we last came here with Jean, Diluc and Venti. Can't say much has changed, but let's see what Dainsleif has to say.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair.
It was.
But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
How long ago was that?
Huh? Well, Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it.
This sky is very suspicious.
Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
Yeah.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Okay. Aha. If my eyes just don't deceive me, there appears to be some Hilichar activity up ahead by that light actuator. How curious. There's an abyss mage.
There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Yeah. Are they performing some kind of ceremony?
Surrender and be gentle.
Oh, so sorry. Disappear!
Well, if they were, they aren't now. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Dodge this!
You're toast!
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
And that's the end of that.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
It is quite a shame, but is it really though?
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
Oh, that's not good.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
Yeah.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Yeah, you are speaking from experience?
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
And who is this companion?
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that.
Yeah, but who are they?
Where are they now, anyway?
Is she dead?
No longer travels.
Oh, yeah, I think she might be dead.
I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Maybe she was killed.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
I wonder where his home is.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Probably best not to tell Paimon how we were planning to leave this world.
French toast is pretty tasty. But Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Getting a bit ahead of ourselves there, I think, Paimon.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
What? I sense something familiar on that cliff.
Huh? What's familiar?
I felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Like the Abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly.
If you say so.
We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
There's no time to lose.
Oh, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's
Sure
use that
does.
wind current nearby to catch up.
Maybe he can teleport. That'd be cool. Old Mondstadt, huh? Certainly seen better days. I wonder just how old it is exactly. And what it was like to live here back in its heyday. Anyway, no use dwelling on the past. Best not to keep Dainsleif waiting either. Footprints. Wonder where they're going. Oh. Did it fall off the cliff?
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
Yeah, it's nearby.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
No, only those footprints.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Oh, so you've been here before as well?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
Aha.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it.
It doesn't sound like that was all there was to it.
Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Oh, so that's what it was. But why would
peace
it...
to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What was that?
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
Oh, that was this dandelion. It reminds me of...
Huh? You mean your sister?
Yeah,
But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
yes, the moment I touched it...
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize.
Oh, like you with the Abyss.
As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
It's just a flower though.
You're saying some real confusing stuff.
Yeah,
Khaenri'ah doesn't get it at all.
regardless, I have to get to the bottom of
Do
this.
not rush.
Oh?
Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not?
Yeah, it feels like it began a long time ago, but I suppose it hasn't really been that long.
At least you now know that she is still on this world.
Do I though?
At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
Well, and I will find her.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey.
Okay.
May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Oh, this is quite sudden.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Yeah.
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
What about that Abyss Herald, though?
After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Are you going to ask me 3 more questions next time as well? Huh. How mysterious. What a peculiar guy that Dainsleif was. Anyway, I guess we'll just have to wait till next we meet to find the answers we seek. And until then, it seemed like a good time to say goodbye, so thank you for watching, travellers, and I hope to see you again soon. Until next time.
Windblade!
Ciao for now.